Hey everybody, this is Myra, your friendly neighborhood mad scrapper. Coming back to you with a small haul. Back on the last craft day in August on HSN, I confess, I had a bit of a psychotic break with reality and let my fingers do entirely too much shopping. But one of the things that was kind of like beyond impulse buy was not something I was looking for to get. I already knew what I wanted. But then when I saw Sarah Davies on From Crafter's Companion demonstrated, I'm like, oh my God, I have to have it. And I'm like, okay, if I don't get it, I know it's going to sell out. So let me guess, like, oh heck, thank God for FlexPay, right? So I picked this up. It is her, it's a new collection. It's one of her signature collection, and it's glittering snowflakes. But for anybody who saw it, so was still contemplating it, I believe it might be out of stock right now, but my money on is that it's going to come back into stock. So go ahead and if you're interested in it, I'm going to link you in the post with the item number, and go ahead and at the very least favorite it. If you favorite it, they will notify you that it's come back into stock, because of course they want you to buy it. So by all means, let me just start showing you all the goodie jobbers that came in. I bought the whole enchilada. It was either all in or all out. And in all honesty, it was the box. Even before it came, I thought I was already thinking, yeah, I'm going to return this. I'm crazy. Why am I going to keep it? And then I opened the box, and that was it. I was doomed. I think it's personally awesome. So let me get started. Let me start. Okay, let's see what I got here. I think this is my favorite. I already opened it. I'm sorry. But this is the Snowflake or Frosted Flurry. But it is a really pretty little die. I think it'll make a great, good Lord, what does he call it? Oh my Lord. The Who's He Was It card. You know, when you put the little things in it, suddenly I've gone brain stupid. Oh my God. But anyway, I did open it, and it is a really cool. I already went in here. So maybe after, when we get towards the end here, I may try to cut it out, because I really like this. A shaker card. There we go. It came to me. Oy. If I had a half a brain, people, I'd be dangerous. But anyway, I really like this. Is one of the reasons I got it. But let me go back and let me go on and show you some of the other cool things that came in this cool box. This is also for card. It's Winter, and it has it's the word, and it has the cutout die, and a bunch. I'm going to bring it up closer. Hopefully you can see it, and it has cute little words, other things you can see. You can pretty much write out anything on your card. So especially if you have a Misty where you can line it all up perfectly, like most of us do. But I really like this. I thought it was really pretty. So I'm like, okay, I'm sold. And then next is the edger. So you could put this on the edge. And I saw one of the samples and I thought, oh my God, this is so pretty. And then I see it in person and it's even prettier. And I mean, can you see? Can you look how intricate that is? That's going to be stunning, I think, cut out. So I'm going to have to definitely play with this, because that's the entire point of having this, is not just to hoard it, but to play with it. So I just really, really, really like it. So we will see. Let's see what I can come up with later. And here, yet again, is another opportunity for a shaker card, because now I know the word. Now I will never forget it. But look at that, and I'll show you, because it comes with a pad of paper. So that was the background of the pad. But look how pretty. Just, and it's, I love it. Just a cutout on that. So already I can make 2 different kinds of shaker cards, and I'm all about shaker cards right now. That is my jam right now. It's my thing. So I'm like, wow. So I'm really happy with this. Now, next is snowflakes. Hopefully you can see this. So all these little snowflakes and a couple of little swirlies. But again, super. I mean, you could tell just in a little bit here. Super intricate. I'm chomping at trying to, at the bit to do stuff with this. So, after I do this video, I'm going to start playing with these things and see what I can make. Because even though it is August, it's never too early to start on our Christmas cards. Even though my husband thinks he knows what we're making for our Christmas cards, yeah, but I'm the one that has to make them. So I think I have some pull. This is an embossing folder, but it cuts and embosses. So if you see on the back, or I turned it over, it'll cut all of that out, all that detail, and then emboss in the winter. So this will not be just, this is not, I don't know if it lends itself so much just to Christmas, but if you want to send out just a card later on in the new year, just, you know, to everybody. Although here in California, I really don't know what kind of a winter we get over here. You know, over here we have 2 temperatures, hot and hotter. Okay, maybe 3, warm, hot, and hotter. Although right now, this is the weekend where we are in triple digits. Although today, I am so grateful, we're significantly cooler. It was only in the 90s. But after coming off of a high yesterday here in Laverne of like 115, yeah, and I had it easy. My daughter in Chino, that was 121. And she has a newborn baby. I'm just like, ooh, I will stop complaining now. It's way too hot to be thinking about Christmas. And here I am, talking about snowflakes. And here is, this I think is just an embossing folder. I think it's just, I go just an embossing folder. No, this is a die. Let me take it back. What am I talking about? But look how pretty that is. I'm like, oh my gosh. Okay, let's see. Can I crack this open without destroying the packaging? Let's see. I want to take a peek at this. So let me take my handy dandy little tool. I know, forgive me, I'm a little anal, so I don't like tearing my packages. There we go. So we got it at least peeled up so I can take a peek. Oh. And now it became a letter opener too. Ah, multitasking. Wow. Wow. That's, wow. That is really pretty. And tell me that little, doesn't it match? It looks just like, it looks very, look how much it matches this. We're going to have to take a peek at this. I really like this. I'm like, ooh. Of course, you know, I'm like most stamper scrappers. Oh my gosh, everything is shiny and new and oh boy. But yeah, we're going to have to make something with that for sure. Because again, that's why I bought it, right? And here is another embossing folder. Tell me that is not pretty. And it just does. It does. Yep, just does a corner. Hopefully the picture will show you. You get an idea. Wow, I mean, it leaves a lot of space so you can put a sentiment in there or even some die cuts. Do what you want, make it larger, and shoot, we could make it a big card. And remember, this comes from the UK. In the UK, they have no concept of how big a card can get. We have 3 sizes. They make big cards. So I could see putting this in the corner and that snowflake, the first one that I opened up, this down here, and using it, making it both. So, we'll have to see, because I'm nothing if not creative or inventive or bite off more than I can chew. Here is another metal die that came with the set. I mean, this just goes from better to beautiful to amazing to stunning to adjectives I don't even know how to say anymore. But again, look how intricate that die is. So yes, we are going to be whipping out my Gemini and putting it through its paces, cutting things out. I'm like, oh my gosh, I have been like, once I open this, so now you guys see why I'm like, yeah, I'm doomed. I cannot turn this stuff, I can't send this stuff back. I have Christmas cards here for years. I haven't a clue how I'm going to justify buying anything next year for Christmas. We just need to get through 2020. Okay, now we have also some stamps. So it has some really pretty snowflake stamps. So they're really cute. And I was watching another YouTuber, Glitter Grunge, and he had a really cute technique that he did with snowflakes and Tim Holtz's new colored speckled egg. And I think I may take a turn at what he did with these sunflowers. Where am I going with this? Snowflakes. And just in case we didn't have enough snowflakes, more snowflakes and some sentiments. So I like that. Hello Winter, going back to that card if we want to do it later. Home is where the snow falls. That does not happen in California, except in the mountains. But not here in sunny Southern California. I have to drive an hour to get to snow. But I like, here's a good one for Christmas. May the joy and happiness snow on you. These are really just, I mean, not just for Christmas. They can be also used just for general. So I really like that. It's going to be smaller. So probably, I think the sheet's probably about 4 by 6, but still You can make it work. I'm like, wow, this is really, really, really pretty. I can't help it. Oh, and this is another reason why I went weak in the knees. You have to see this worked up. This I have to make. It's a three-dimensional snowflake, and they made it and put it on a card. So there's 3 different sizes of the die, so I can only imagine that they used the smaller one and put this on a card. Somebody tell me how we're going to mail that. This goes in a box. There went our postage up. And who do we love enough to make that, to send it to them? I don't know, but I can see Christmas decorations out of this. So I'm like jazz. So there we go. Yes, there's 3 different sizes. I'm like, yep, that's another project and maybe another video just, you know, I mean, there's just in this, I could do a bunch of videos just to share my madness in all of this, because I have to justify buying it somehow. Although I can just, trust me, I'm the kind of person that can justify anything. And also it comes with stencils. Now, stenciling is not something I've been a friend with, but now that, you know, in this time of pandemic where I've been locked in the house as much as I have, I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos, and I'm really wanting to play with stencils. So I've been really inspired by others to do it. So I'm like, I can see uses for that. But look how pretty those snowflakes are. Either just to do it entirely that way, or just pick out certain snowflakes and using, you know, your inks or just some media paste. I can, you know, some glitter. Imagine that, some glitter paste. Ooh, and I have glitter paste. It's been sitting there waiting for me to do something with it. So this is it. This is gonna. It's either now or never. Okay, let's see what else. And for the shakers, because she intended on us making shakers, it comes with all of these little snowflakes, glitter snowflakes. That is a lot of snowflakes. So that is a lot of shaker cards that you can get out of this package. I'm kind of like, wow, I'm really, excuse me, impressed with the amount of shaker stuff. But no, wait. You cannot have snowflakes if you don't have snow. So they included a box of snow. This was kind of got a little bit flattened, but it, you know, or deformed, but and it was almost open like this, so it meant. But look at that. We have fluffy snow. So that's going to be fun to play with, because we're all used to putting sequins and beads and whatnot into a shaker, but how about fluffy stuff? You know, none of us anticipate. I didn't anticipate it. So I told you there was a reason I said, yeah, I'm going to get it, and then I could always change my mind. Not happening. So now let me go into the paper, because she doesn't only give us dies and stencils and embossing folders, but also paper. So it comes with a 6x6 pad. And, you know, I've seen a lot of 6x6 pads, and they tend to be, if they're the 6x6 version of the fancy 12x12, they don't come foiled. Not Crafter's Companion. Both the 6x6 and the 12x12s are foiled. So you get it both for what you get for scrapbooking, you get for card making. But tell me that is not pretty. Look at those snowflakes. Can you see? Yeah, you guys can see the shiny on the foil of the snowflakes. And here are the words. That's the one that we saw in the picture on the envelope for that one cutout die. And look at that. Isn't that? Oh my God. That's just stunning. I don't know. Again, I don't know. I'm going to make all these cards and then not want to mail any of them off, because I don't know if I like anybody that much. I mean, I do, but I'm not going to want to give them away. Look how pretty that is. Look at that. You know, so here you go. I don't even have to make a mixed media background. She made it for me already. Thank you, Sarah. I appreciate that. And look at that. Look at how beautiful those snowflakes are. All that silver. I like it. I love this. And here's the snow, a low-level snow flurry. But I really like, and see, I am all into blue, especially blue. Blue is my absolute favorite color, and even this green. And I'm not a fan of green, but this green works for me. Together with the blue, she sold it. And here again, more snowflakes with the little tiny centers, all silvery. There is a lot of glitter paper here in this little 6x6 pad. So there's 3 sheets of every one of them. Oh, look how pretty that is. Not glittery, but it's, again, it's blue. It's pretty. And then look at this. Even this one with the diamonds and then tiny little stars all in the silver. I don't know if you can. My light is catching the glimmer or the foil. But that's really, really pretty. I'm really excited. I'm like excited about this. But again, as I want to say, no, wait, there's more. Because she sent us also, because again, she intended on us making shaker cards. Here is a package of 25 sheets of her acetate. And this is heavy duty acetate. Because this package is heavy. I mean, I'm like, okay, this is industrial strength acetate. And I have acetate here, but mine is of a lighter weight. So apparently I may have been buying the wrong acetate, or who knows. But yeah, we're going to get use out of this. Because we are definitely making shaker cards. And there is more paper because she gives us more inspiration. So there is now 24 sheets, 8.5 by 11 of these three. So it's a white pearl, and then the silver, and then that blue. It's amazing. I mean, the colors. I hope you guys can see this in the video because it is so pretty to me. That's what I'm saying. I've been like dying it before I open this up, let me do a video and show everybody else what I got. Because if nothing else, maybe somebody will justify the fact that I spent all this money on this. But it will be fun. I will make very pretty cards and projects. And yes, I will mail them as much as I say no. And here's another package of 24 sheets of paper, and this is her luxury mixed card stock. So it's mirror, and then also the matte. So hopefully you can see that. I'm trying to make it so you can see the whole package, but I want to bring it up close so you can see the matte and then the mirror finish on these. This is like fabulous. So yes, I have. You can see now. You can even see a reflection of my camera mount. Isn't that hilarious? That is, but this is like really, really pretty paper. And you can't see, there we go. I just realized, wait a minute, you can't see some of the colors, but there's the green and the blue. So that's a lot of color. That's a lot of paper. So, you know, I'm already in 50 sheets of paper, not 25 of the acetate and the little pad. And wait, there's more. There's a big pad, and it's the same paper that we saw small. Let me grab my little cutter here so we can get this open so I can actually show the paper and hopefully not damage it while I'm at it. There we go. There we go. I'll put that over here. So again, that's, so if you were wondering what, I mean, if we didn't get a big, good enough look at it, look at that. Wow. As if small wasn't good enough. Look at it in the big sheets. That is just beautiful paper. So it's not, so I am really more of a scrapbooker than a card maker, but I'm coming over to the dark side of card making. And now I can do both. This, I could incorporate this into an album or just make more, use it to make more cards. I don't know. And here it is. Here's that word one that I'm so in love with. I go, that is absolutely beautiful. I'm like, wow, there's my, you know, my already made mixed media mat, already in paper, so I don't have to make it. Yay! And then I don't have to get messy and break out gloves and whatnot. And here this one is, uses snowflakes. And I didn't realize at first there was a lot of green in it, but still, it's really beautiful. And here are the snow flurries, like the swirls, like it's for a storm. I'm like, wow. And here's more snow flurries. And the blue, I'm just like, all of these. Oh my God, look how beautiful. This is the one, I love this. It's just little tiny glimmers of the silver, but still, isn't it beautiful? I'm like, wow. I'm like, I said, this is why I had to have this. But no, wait, there is more. There's still stuff at the bottom of this box. Holy smokes, artichoke. This is vellum. This is a vellum block. So let me be careful with this. Let me open it up, not slice paper and not slice myself, because I am talented in that way. Wow. Isn't that beautiful? Look at that, the color in that. And it's not thin vellum, it's heavy, it's nice weight vellum. So there is, okay, there's like 6 sheets. There's quite a bit, so there's probably less of the prints, but look how pretty that is. Wow. Let me turn it sideways so I can flip through it easier. Let's see what else we have in here. Oh, there's my mixed media mat already done for me. That's going to be so pretty. I mean, you can see it's translucent, but at the same time, you can see the color. I'm really liking this. And there's, oh, I love this. This is, even without the silver, and it is my, I think my favorite. That kind of snow flurry, wind blowing the snow through the snow. I'm like, wow, I love it. I think this is my favorite one, even not silvery. And then a really dark blue snowflakes, and again, blue is my favorite color, so I'm digging this. I mean, I could use this as backgrounds for the shaker cards. I think that would make a really cool background. Oh, and there's my favorite. There's my favorite. And there's not saying that I can't go in here and stamp and emboss this background with small little snowflakes and make my own detail. That's what we have stamps and inks and embossing powder for, is to embellish. So I'm like, wow, I'm really loving this. And I'm actually kind of itching to use this. So you know what, guys? Give me a sec. I'm going to pause this real quick, and I'm going to whip out some paper and my diamond press, and let's do some cutting. Okay, hang on. Be right back. Alrighty, kids, I'm back. I put together a bunch of stuff, so I've got my little pad here. I really, like I said, fallen in love with that little snow flurry paper, so I'm going to pull out a sheet of it, and that will be, just because that's what's in the picture, so when all else fails, go with what's in the picture. Why make it hard on ourselves? I'll set that aside because I got to cut that. And I got to cut my background paper. And I've got some heavy duty. I think this is like 80-pound paper. It's what I like to do card bases with. But let me cut my paper down using my trusty cutter puller. And guys, if you ever want a cutter, this is your cutter. Whoops, hang on. Let me stop talking for a minute and do this right. But yes, I absolutely adore the Caterpillar. I've demoed it a million times at the expo, and I own more than one. We will not go into details about how many I actually own, but I love this thing. So when I tell you that I think it's great, it's not because I want to sell it, it's because I own it. So I'm going to make an A2 card, so that's 4.25 by 5.5. Put that down and let me score it real quick, because I don't fold. I score everything. And there's my little bone folder. Where'd it go? It goes right here. Seriously. Aha! Because I'm still a bone folder girl. I should get one of the nylon ones, but I love my trusty little bone folder here. It has seen me through much. Okay. I'll put away my, and this too is my new favorite scoreboard, my Caterpillar scoreboard. They need to make a little one. I'm gonna have to talk to them. They need to make a travel size. Okay, so I've got that. I got my back. Where did the die go? Here's the die. Okay. Let's break open that die. There we go. Geez, man, they put this tape on there like it's never meant to come off. Let me put that down, kind of eyeball centering it. Where is my purple tape? Well, okay, bone folder fell on my foot. No problem. Let's see. Okay, let me make sure my fat head isn't in the way. Sorry. Okay, that looks pretty good. So let me just lay down a couple of pieces of purple tape. Put that down. A little piece over here so it does not move, because you really don't want it to move. The last thing you want is an off-centered shaker card. Let me turn that over. I'm going to pop it into my marquee because it fit. I tried it to make sure, and it does fit in the marquee. Yay me! Because I love it. If you saw my other video I did on my HSN haul from the free shipping day, I got the marquee quite a while ago. I've had it for like 3 or 4 months. Oh my gosh, it is the best, and I'll show you why in a second. So I'm just going to do one pass on this, and it's a little, I need the WD-40, that squeak. Although it is, by the same token, it's part of its charm. But look at that. without even breaking it out. Look at that. Look, I have now Chad all over the place. It's an election. Let's not go there. Let me pick it out, but look at that. I hardly have to pick anything out. I think it's just those little pieces right there. Move. We will pick this up later with my handy dandy little Anna Griffin vacuum cleaner. I'll have to show you guys that. That is the most absurd thing I have ever bought in my life, and I love it to death. Just because it just makes me laugh for no other reason, and the full knowledge that this is a ridiculous thing I bought, but I love it for picking up the Chad. So that's it, guys. I mean, I've had to poke, you know, only a couple of things. So how often can you say that about intricate dyeing where you hardly have to poke anything through? Isn't that amazing? Okay, so let me also, I forgot, I need to cut out a piece of acetate, or I'm going to have a very leaky shaker card. So let's break out a sheet of this. Let's see, does it come right out? Yes, it does. Okay, these two are in love apparently, because two of them are coming out no matter what. Let's put that one away. Let's try to put this one back. Thank you for cooperating. I'll come back with my Caterpillar. I probably should have pre-cut this for you guys, but you know, heaven forbid that I might have my act together. Apparently that's part of my charm. That's the official, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. So I'm pretty much going to cut it. Maybe I could take off. I'm going to take off, let me see. I think I can get away with going at 5 inches. Let's see, 5 1/4. There's still, yeah, I'm going to go 5 inches and save me a little piece of acetate. Because that's just another piece of acetate for something else that I want to shake up. So yeah, oh wait, this is the top, right? Oops. I bent. So yeah, that's going to fit just right. So I have to glue this down, but if you guys notice, it kind of came, it's a little dimensional, almost two-dimensional, but it sticks out. And I don't know that if I want that to. So what I'm going to do is glue those pieces down, which would, on an intricate cut like that, would be a nightmare. But I'm going to whip out, this is also a new discovery, a new glue that's pretty new to the market, barely there. I love it. I'm in love with this glue because it's one big bottle, but you notice that, okay, what happened to the lid? Well, because it has several lids. It comes with this, which is like a regular size, but a long neck nozzle. But it also comes with the fine tip nozzle. I will, in my post, I'll put a link to this too. I love this stuff. It dries clear. It dries matte. That's the important thing. So it doesn't dry shiny. So you don't have to be flipped out if you, oh my gosh, I missed a spot. The one thing I will say though is it's not acid free. So you might want to use it with pictures in your scrapbooking. But for a card, we want it to last, but it doesn't really, a card does not need to survive the zombie apocalypse. So, but what I am going to do is, despite all this, I'm going to show you a little trick I learned to get glue on intricate spots. And it can be a little messy, and if you get, you know, this might be like, ah, she's gluing herself. Yeah, well, yeah, I am. But I'll go back in. Wait, let me flip that. Okay, there we go. And I just tap it in. I'm going to tap all of that very carefully, very gingerly, and not glue myself to this. But if I hit that all up, there's a spot I missed. Well, I'll have to pick that out real quick. But I've picked up all the glue off my hand. Let me poke really quickly. Where did it go? I know I saw it. That's not it. There it is. That one is it. Okay. And then I'm going to just go back in and just squoogel glue around the edge around here before the other glue dries. Really quick. And I did too much off to the edge, but oh well, we'll deal with it. That's not it. Okay, where did, aha, there's the right piece of, that's not the acetate. What happened to my acetate? Ah, it's invisible. There it is. And we'll just glue that down. But there you go. Now I just tap it down and it'll all be stuck to the acetate. Now give me a second to unglue myself. Grab a wipey here. There we go. And get the glue off of me before I stick myself to this card. Now let me move on to, let's find foam. Now, and I'm going to sit down for a second just because my feet hurt. And yesterday, one of the things when I did my video for my HSN haul is I got the stencil kit. So right now I'm cannibalizing from the stencil kit. I'm going to steal the foam from it to cut the foam to put on this card, So I'm going to be generous on the length on this end because I have it to be generous. I'm going to put that there. And then cut that off without cutting my nails off. And I'll put some there. And try to be a little bit more careful this time. Just because. Now this is where it's going to get a little tricky. Put my glue. Let me just put that on top of the lid so that my bottle doesn't clog. And we're going to go right about there. I hope. Does that look right? That's a pretty good call. I'm going to straighten this part off. Now here comes the fun part is, and I probably shouldn't be doing this with these scissors because they might get gunked up. But I will deal with that. We'll clean them up later. I still think I may have to trim this. This is going to be too wide because I don't want it to be visible. But we shall see in a minute. Cut that through. I am sorry. I am not the most skillful cutter with the scissors. Now I will admit I do like the fussy cut. Fussy cutting for me is very zen. But here, cutting a straight line, that's not my strength. So if somebody out there watching this is not a straight cutter, I'm there with you. We are kindred spirits. Let's see. Will that work? I'm going to trim a little bit off just to be safe. Let's see. It doesn't look pretty, but it will work. There we go. That will work. And I apologize for that little humming noise. If you hear a little humming noise in the background, that is my little fan blowing. In fact, I'm going to reach in and put it blow on me a little bit because, oh my goodness, it's hot in here. And then I have all these lights on top of it, so it just exacerbates the experience. And even still, you still see it crud. That's okay. We'll move it closer to the edge. Better. But this one for sure, because this one is visually wider than the other one. So I'm going to carefully cut a nice chunk of this off and see what I mean about it possibly gunking up the scissors. This, people, is not for the faint of heart. And yeah, this will probably not be this year's Christmas card because I don't know if I could cut 50 of these. I might lose my marbles. Or I should go on Amazon or somewhere and find 1/8 inch foam tape. Somebody has got to make it somewhere. I will look. If I find it, I will post it on the link below in this post that I found it. Something from keeping me from being crazier than I already am. I know, waste of time. We'll put that down here. Oof. Come on. Work with me here. Okay. Okay, not perfect, but good enough for government work. I don't know. That might be a bad joke, but there you go. Oh, wait. Because this is ready to go here, but we're missing something. Where's my pretty piece of paper? I need to cut that down. Come here, my pretty. Now that I cut it down, I need to put it on my cart. Oof. Do I want to take it to the edge? Do I want to bring it in? Let me see. Let me think. I'm going to make it a little bit smaller. Just bring it in just a tiny bit. So, wait a minute. 4 1/4, people. Okay, so I'm going to make it 4 1/8. So 5 1/2 by 5 3/8. Because I think that's a genius idea. I might be singing a different song in a minute, but so that will work. And I'm just going to take my handy dandy glue again, and I'm just gonna squiggle a bit because that is the fastest thing to do. Under normal circumstances, I think I would use tape, but right now, for the sake of expediency and planning on the fact that I am not going to lift this up. If I lift this up, I'm going to be hating life in a minute. But there we go. Let's center it. Hey, not bad for being on camera. I managed to pull that off. Shocking. Okay. So there you go. Ooh, doesn't it look pretty? Okay, we're almost there. Almost there. Now we need our stuffing. So again, I got the shaker box kit from Crafter's Companion, which is their trial box, and I will link you to that too because right now it is on clearance on HSN, and in fact it is cheaper now than when I paid for it. I will be contacting them. So anybody, if you buy things from HSN, if you did not know this, and it goes on sale or cheaper or the price is reduced within 30 days of when you buy it, call them and they will refund you the difference. So they make good on it. So I am going to be calling them because 2 of the items that I ordered last week just got marked down this week. So anyway, we're going to open this up because I'm going to take some of these white ones because I'm going to use the one, but I'm going to make it a little bit more interesting by adding just not just snowflakes. Although, well, I'm just going to add a little bit because I just thought of something else. Just going to add a little tiny bit. I have the snow. So maybe we'll add some snow. Oh, good Lord. I just tossed this aside without closing it, and now there's sequins all over there off camera. Okay, let me grab this package too. And let's see, let's think here for a moment before we willy-nilly open this. Okay, there is... Holy smokes, how do you open this? Okay. Okay. Alright, you guys, you may be watching on YouTube me making a hot mess here. Let's see. Oh, I think this is sealed, so I'm going to have to... Okay, so yeah, this is a sealed bag, so I'm going to open one end of it very carefully. No, wait, there's a flap. Look! How clever of them. Jeez, Myra. There we go. So we're going to take some... and put some of the silver snowflakes in there. And then we're going to also, now that I know that there's a science to opening up these little bags. Okay, so take that. There is a flap here too for the white ones. Although I had a bit of a change of heart, but give me a moment. I'm going to fix that. Oh my gosh, it's leaking from both ends. It's snowing on my desk. Okay, these guys are really sticky. There we go. I'm going to move these to the side. But I really do want to add some of the snow, so hang on. Let's hope this doesn't backfire on me. Okay. Okay. I just folded this real quick. I'm going to put this all in here because I'm going to want that fluffy snow, I think, in the background. So hang on a second. We're going to open now the package of the fluffy snow and really pray that I don't make a huge mess on my desk with a fan on. We will have snow flurries of epic proportions. Oh no, look here. Okay. Oh, and the bag is sealed with a zip. It's a Ziploc too. Thank you, Crafter's Companion, for planning for people like me. Oh, do you guys see that? It's already snowing. Oh, this guy is really cool and fluffy. So we're going to put it that bit. I think that's enough. Let's not get crazy here. Okay, but very quickly, let me close this. Because I am fully capable, oh, you see, of making a mess. Okay, now, let me try to smoosh this all into the center. And then I'm going to add all the shiny bits on top. Yay! Okay. And then, my gosh, guys, we're on the home stretch of this. Okay, wait a minute. Let me get this pressed in right. Because what we do not need is for the snowflake card to snow. Okay. Let me take the tape off. See, this one is really determined to come up. Okay. And here. I don't know why I'm struggling with my nails to do this when I have perfectly good tools to do this for me, but apparently I have nothing better to do than to struggle on camera. And you know what? Because now I added the snow, we're having, so let me see, I'm going to take a piece of this right here that I cut off. I have a little hole. If you guys see, I've got a hole right there. And where it wasn't a problem when I was only using sequins, now I've added snow. Now it's a problem. So there. I plugged that hole with stickiness. So, let me put this down. And we are almost there. Let's see if I can do this straight. Holy mackerel. Whoa. Ta-da! Look at that, guys. Not bad. I may go back in, and I'm not sure what I'm going to do to add to this, but, or actually, I could take some of, okay, let me find another piece of paper and see, because I think I want to add a piece of paper. Let's see, what have I got in here? Do I want, oh, you know what, this matches it, the background. So I'm going to cut this down. And no. You know what? I may do this in the back because now I realize I can't. I can cut it down, but I've got to find a circle that'll cut the same size to add the visual front. But you know what, guys? For a quickie just demo of this, I will add a sentiment to it, and maybe I'll add pictures to this of what I ended up doing with the front of this. But I think not too bad. This is a good start. My first time I'm doing something live on camera as opposed to in a class or just by myself. So, well, there you have it. So there you have the kit. I will link you down below to the links for HSN or Crafter's Companion so you can run and get this kit. It is fabulous. I love it to death. And I will see you soon when I come up with another video. If you like this, give me a thumbs up and subscribe to me. I do plan on doing more videos. These are my first beginner ones, so bear with me with this. I'm just starting out, but I'm having fun. I love this, and I want to share this with others. So you guys have a great one. Okay, talk to you later. Bye. Hey, Mad Scrappers, it's Myra. I'm back here for a minute. You may have not gone. Well, no, you know I left because I ended the video, but I came back because on that card I did, the shaker card I did with the die from Crafter's Companion, the glittery snowflakes, I can't leave well enough alone, and it really bugged me. Just didn't. It looked so plain, so I went back and I molded it for a little bit, and I decided, okay, I got to do something with it. So I grabbed the stamp set, the snowflake stamp set that came with the set, and what I did is I came in and I stamped the snowflakes, if you can see, real lightly, in the light blue that more or less played off the paper in the background. And then I took, because the die itself comes here, let me bring it here, I'm going to put this down so you can see this, but the die itself, I don't know what I was thinking, I'm an idiot. if you look at the die, it comes with these two snowflakes. Do you think when I cut the circle out that it would have occurred to me to cut these out? Yeah, I know. What can I say? But I went back and I go, well, let me cut these out. And then let me add them to the card to add a little bit of dimension to it. And then what I did is I added a little frosted lace stickles. And then I went into my stash of a zillion rhinestones. And I added the rhinestones for that sparkle. And then from the stamp set, I took this sentiment, and I added it to it. And now it feels done. So I just wanted to add that in so you could see what I ended up doing with this card. So, and I'm done. My husband told me he loves it. He says, you're done, right? So yes, I'm done with the card. But I wanted to share with you guys to see what else you could do to add to this if you choose to do something like this. All right, that's all. I'll see you next time. Have a great one. Bye.